But that's it. You have anything to add?
Nope.
Nothing at all. Speechless. Good morning from Ocean Key. We've been over this. But anyway, good morning. We're here lounging around on the beach already this morning. It's about 10-ish, I think. And I got a tequila sunrise and Lewis got a mimosa. And we're trying not to get sand all up in everything because neither one of us like that. But anyway, that's what we're doing for now. And then here in a little bit, we're gonna probably go explore more of the island because Lewis has never seen Ocean Key before. And then we're gonna just have a nice beach day, and then later all the late night dance, festivities and crazy parties and lighthouse shows and all that. But that's it. You have anything to add?
Nope.
Nothing at all. Speechless. All right, well, we'll talk soon.
So we just sat there and lounged for a little while. It was actually perfect because Lewis was able to get all the sun that he wanted, and I had a nice palm tree to be in the shade. I do like lounging out too, of course, but I also find that I get easily hot, so sometimes I prefer to just lay in the shade and people watch. If you're familiar with my channel and with my MSC content, you know that I'm a huge fan of Ocean Key. MSC's private island is one of the best in the Bahamas, in my opinion, and it really does have that beachy tropical vibe to it.
All right, y'all, here I am at Ocean Key. This is the South Beach side of things. That is the beach by the lagoon. This is probably the best place if you want to come swim and have nice and calm water. There are a couple of other beaches on the exterior of the island that have, more ocean waves and that kind of thing in them. But a lot of people bounce around because of snorkeling and whatever. And then there's the Lighthouse Lagoon, which is right next to where the ship docks, that a lot of people swim in as well, because that's partially protected. But South Beach it is for us today, and then of course we're going to walk around and explore the rest of the island for Lewis here in a little bit. One thing I wanted to clarify, because I may have mentioned this in the last vlog, I'm not sure what editing Travis is going to do, but some of you may be wondering why the cruise line is looking for my luggage on board if GoPort is the one who lost it. And that's because GoPort assured me that they would find it, because we pretty much knew that it was at the Carnival terminal, and should have been an easy find, especially since Carnival Magic left about an hour and a half before we did. So they would have known by then that that bag didn't belong to them. So basically they were checking on board just in case it got dropped off like it was supposed to, like GoPort said they would, and just ended up getting misplaced since it wasn't dropped off with the porters, right? Because GoPort would have likely dropped it off with some sort of supervisor or whatever. So that's why MSC's looking for it. That in situations like that, they usually end up in storage. But of course, they've checked the storage, didn't find it. That was step one. Step two was to search all of the abnormal areas of the ship, pretty much do like a full sweep of all of the crew areas. And then step three is to send out that paper to passengers just in case it got put at the wrong room, which would be pretty unlucky of me to have GoPort lose it and then have them send it to the wrong room. But so I doubt that happened, obviously. And if a passenger did receive a bag that they weren't supposed to, I'm sure most people would be honest enough to let their room steward know that it's not theirs. But that's just their procedure. But this is the last step, they told me. And after that, I'm assuming they're gonna try to help me out with some onboard credit or whatever, but it just depends on how much responsibility they feel they have. Great customer service would be to give me, $100 onboard credit to buy clothes. But at this point, I've already replaced my wardrobe, so I'm not really sure what good that would do. But that's up to them. Obviously, MSC had nothing to do with any of this. So I appreciate them working so hard to help get things resolved. But it's a little bit of a slow process because we're, obviously halfway through the day on Ocean Key Day. So we had Embarkation Day and Nassau already. So we're 2 full days in. We're working on our 3rd day. and still no final verdict on anything. So it's a little frustrating, but we're making do. And I have stuff now, so I'm not like sitting there twiddling my thumbs trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with my life. Definitely an experience. So far this has been pretty crazy, pretty annoying, but I'm making the best of it. Also, sorry for rambling. Just wanted to get you up to speed on that because I know that may have been a little bit confusing. Like, why is MSC looking for your bag if it never made it on the ship? But it's because it's possible that it did. It's likely that it didn't, but there is a possibility. So they have to do all of their, step-by-step processes before they decide what they're gonna do for me, if anything. But anyway, that's it. We'll talk soon.
From there, we decided to grab a bite to eat at Seekers, which is the buffet on Ocean Key, which is pretty good. And then we made our way over to the Lighthouse Lagoon, which is the beach that's closest to the ship and also where the majority of people hang out. And we grabbed a couple of drinks at the bar there because we found the bar service out on the beach to be really slow. In the 2 hours or so that we had been out there, we'd only gotten 2 drinks, and it seemed we really had to fight for them for some reason. But anyway, so we explored more of Ocean Key, and I think Lewis got a good idea of what the island is all about. He did say that he really liked it and that it's exactly what he thinks of when he thinks of like the Bahamas, which that tropical beachy vibe is something that he thought was lacking when we were in Nassau. After all the fun in the sun, we decided to go back on board and change for dinner, and then we decided to go up to the pub. Lewis, being from the UK, was curious to see how the pub was set up. He did say it wasn't fully authentic, but it was a nice vibe overall, and we had a few drinks in there until it was time for dinner.
Alright, so long time no talk, but here we are. We went to the pub for a few drinks, went to dinner, chilled for a bit. Now we're out on the beach, which is actually kind of quiet for a place that's about to have a big rager in like 20 minutes, right? So, but we're out here doing what we're supposed to be doing, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna go find a place to sit, and then you'll see more stuff after that, I guess. Yeah. We'll talk soon. See you in a bit.
I always really love the way the ship looks in the lagoon at night. Ocean Key in general looks really good after dark. But from there, we made our way over to the beach where the party was taking place, and people were starting to trickle in little by little. And they had music going as a sort of pre-party before the lighthouse show, and they used the lighthouse show as a way to kick off the main beach party. The Luna Libre beach party gets pretty lit, and Lewis and I observed from the side as everyone danced the night away, and about halfway through we decided to make our way back on board, and we walked through the atrium, which was pretty empty at that point, and the Swarovski staircases are always so blingy, and then we made our way onto the promenade where we caught the end of a dome show, which obviously that big dome screen on the promenade is one of the major features of the MSC Meraviglia, and then from there we made our way up to the Sky Lounge, and we had a few drinks up there before making our way back to our room and calling it a night. But yeah, I want to thank you all so much for traveling with me. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all those fun things. We'll talk soon, and you all have a good night.